Okay, aloha, my beautiful resilience family. If you are here and you are live, give me some indication as to whether the sound is working now, because the last go around, the feedback I got was that there is no sound. Is there sound coming through now? So I'm going to wait until somebody says something. If you're here, jump on and tell me if there is sound. So I'm just going to hang out for a couple seconds. Some of you were just on. Hope you can jump on again. Yes, yes. Anyone? Rick is watching. Rick, give me a shout out. Is there sound? You guys getting sound? Yes, we can hear. Yeah. Okay. Take 2, starting over again. So I'm not sure how many of you got an opportunity to read my blog post yesterday all about, I believe the title of it was, But What If It Hurts Too Much? And that's about as raw and as real, I think, as I've gotten about what's been going on in my life in the last couple of months. And what gave me permission, what gave me internal permission to be that raw, that real, and vulnerable with all of you and effectively with anyone else who reads the article in the world is my ability to come to a space of worthiness not only of the work, but worthiness of sharing with people what is real and raw and authentic about me. I spent a really, really big portion of my life trying to earn my worthiness. I spent the greater portion of my time at the Empowerment Partnership trying to convince myself that I was worthy of being on that stage, trying to convince myself that I was worthy of those teachings, trying to convince myself that I was worthy of the work I wanted to do in the world. And even prior to that, trying to convince myself that I was worthy of being a voice, of sharing my voice. And it took me a long time to get to a space of realization, and something that my one of my favorite friends and previous therapists said to me, which was, you are worthy by virtue of just being here and being alive. You see, what happens is a lot of us buy into the old stories and the programming that we take on, that we either came into this lifetime with or that we acquired prior to a time when we actually knew any better than to believe those stories. So we took those stories on and we somehow convinced ourselves that we needed to earn that worthiness, that we needed to somehow go out there and get the degree or get the approval or get the thumbs up from the person that we put up on that pedestal, that we were worthy of what it was that we wanted to do. And the fact is, the truth is that you are worthy of anything that your heart desires just by virtue of desiring it. Because if you weren't worthy of it, it wouldn't even come into your consciousness. You are worthy of it because you had an inkling to do it. You are worthy of it because you have a unique light to shine in this world that the world needs, that you have a unique voice that the world needs to hear, that you have a unique story that is going to resonate with somebody and uplift them and inspire them and make them go, oh, I've had that experience too. You are worthy because you're worthy, and no other reason, and no other reason is necessary. And I share that with you guys because I have loved, I can't even tell you how much I've loved seeing your posts and your videos about coming out of hiding and sharing your gifts and putting yourself out there and finally telling the world what it is that you're here to do. And what I hear inside of all of that is, I was afraid to do it because I somehow didn't feel worthy of it. So let me just be here to tell you and to remind you that the mere fact that you are on this planet makes you worthy of anything that it is that your heart wishes to do or longs for or has to say, because we are all inextricably interconnected, and there is really only one of us here. And that when you are brave and you do embrace your worthiness and you do go out there and you say, here's what I have to offer the world, what you give to others, you are giving to yourself. What you do to others, you are doing to yourself. what you do to yourself, you're doing to other people. And when you give yourself permission to feel worthy, you give other people permission to feel worthy. And that ultimately we're in this big funny game called life together. And it is our responsibility to treat each other with love and with respect, because that's how we're treating ourselves. So believe me, you are worthy. Okay? And if there's ever any doubt about it, say hello to that doubt. Tap back into why you're doing what it is that you're doing in the world. And remind yourself of this little message that I have for you, which is you are worthy by virtue of just being here. That's all I have to say about that. Now, I hope that you all can join me next Thursday, 6 p.m., June 28th. I'm going to be going live for an extended period of time, sharing with you the 7 pillars of resilience as they have been downloaded to me by Source. I'm so excited to share that with you. I'm so excited to gift you the ebook that goes along with that. And I love you guys. I can't even begin to tell you how much you have all been such an incredible source of inspiration, of strength. You have all quite literally become my why these days as I go through some pretty interesting ups and some very interesting downs, all of which I'm learning from. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep showing up. Keep posting. Keep loving each other. Keep supporting each other. Keep putting your work, your word, your light out into the world, and know that you are supported and you're loved. With all the love and aloha in my heart, I wish you a continued amazing and beautiful day. Namaste and ahui ho.